And who you could dare to describe, in fact, as a Captain Jack of all trades.
Hey!
As you can see, John dressed Adrian this evening.
Yes, I mean...
It's all by the blue. Not very well, though. Can I just fix that?
No, but that still shows his masculine side, because I'm slightly getting worried that you're starting to dress like a gay man. You got the stubble,
It's the way
stubble.
It's the way forward.
Is it
I want
good?
some tips straight after the show, if you don't mind. I wonder what you make of this. Scientists have worked something interesting out, fascinating stuff, this, about happiness, about in your life when you're like to be most happy, right? It starts in your teenage years. This is the happiness scale here. I've always wanted to do this. There's the happiness scale there, and age is along the bottom.
Yes.
OK? So you start off quite happy in your teenage years, and it goes downhill. Now, we're in your 20s, where poor Cheryl Cole is at the moment, certainly on a downward trajectory. But we get to 40 is when you bottom out. From 40 to 46, you bottom out, you're at your most miserable. That's where I am at the moment, certainly.
Well, that's where I am, apparently, but yeah, okay.
But you're still smiling, look at you.
I know. Well, that's what I'm...
Is that an act?
No.
Well, imagine what you're going to be like by the time... Yeah, you get to the peak of happiness. Up to 74,
right?
And that's when you're absolutely happy as a sandboy up there. You couldn't be any
who did that chart? Who did that study?
Scientist.
A 74-year-old scientist who's trying to convince himself that they're happy.
Listen, it does tail off then, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Wonder why. It's going to get better for you.
It's getting better all the time. I can hardly wait. John Bannerman, he's up for auction.
Hey!
Not quite. The car driven by John in Torchwood.
Exactly.
Yeah. All up for
Actually, they offered that to me.
And you wouldn't buy it?
Well, no, because I know what they've done to it.
Someone at Bonhams wants a word with you immediately.
Yeah, but it's a good car.
Do you get this, John? I mean, you collect a bit of memorabilia.
I totally get it. I collect, there's a doll company, Toner Dolls, who do all of the dolls, like the Captain Jack doll. They're coming out with Doctor Who dolls. I have my own Dalek. I have the squareness gun that Captain Jack used in the beginning. I also have Star Wars figures from when I was a kid. All my collection of Matchbox cars.
How big's your house?
It's how big is my closet. All right. So, yeah, but I love memorabilia. I'm a bit of a collector fan myself. And all the fans of Who and Torchwood know that.
Yeah.
So
Captain Jack could be making an appearance in the States. Russell T Davies is waiting on an American version. Could that be you?
I have, well, if they do if they do Torchwood again, I definitely would want to be a part of it, but I know nothing.
Okay.
I know nothing about it.
I'll give you a translation of that. That's actor speak for saying, if I'm not in it, I'll be absolutely livid. That's what he was actually trying to say. Do you know what, Anita? I don't want to make light to it, but it's a bad day for that stallion. I mean, the day you're castrated's bad enough, but then to have a pretend vet botching it, I mean, it's a dreadful business. How on earth did he get away with it for so long?
Dear me. Well, he'd actually been he'd drawn people into his confidence, right? He didn't just turn up one day and say, I'm a vet, come on, let me have a go at your horses. He was an osteopath in the region anyway, so people had known him for a few years. People went to see him, he'd come and look at the horses as well and check out their backs. So when he said, oh, I think I might become a vet, and I'm training to be a vet at night school, they believed him.
It's just such a bizarre lie to tell, isn't it? It's such a crazy route to take if you're wanting to be a con man.
I don't think the comment in the piece, I don't think they did it for financial reason, for financial gain.
Is
I think
it power?
Power and just getting a kick out of pretending to be someone else.
But you get a kick out of pretending to be somebody else. That's the...
Yeah, but I trained
extended
that. I
version.
trained to pretend to be somebody else, but I don't, it's a job, but I'm stuck on that one. First time I'm speechless. But I'm not doing harm to anybody.
And everybody knows.
I'm not doing harm to any animal. People know that I'm pretending.
Yeah,
whereas he's pretending, but people don't know he's pretending.
Yep.
Yes.
Strange business.
Yeah, strange business. Someone should do to him what they did to the horse.
Yes, but it happens. It happens more than we think, doesn't it?
It happens quite a lot. I mean, obviously, there was the famous film Catch Me If You Can about Frank Abagnale. But there's one guy, Alan Conway, who's passed away now, but he pretended to be Stanley Kubrick. In the 90s, where Kubrick became a bit of a recluse, this is brilliant. He wanted to go and see a play. The play was sold out, so he said, I don't often do this. My name's Stanley Kubrick. I'd like to come see the play. And the house manager was like, of course, you know, we found you a couple of seats. Would you like to see the stars at the end of the show? Off he was taken off to see Julie Walters for half an hour and convinced him.
So he looked a bit like, in a very small way, it kind of reminded me slightly of your experience when you left Scotland to go and live in the US, when you stuck with an accent that suddenly didn't fit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I experienced some kind of prejudice with speaking Scottish and not speaking with an American accent, and that's why I taught myself how to do it, but it's in a way completely different from that. I mean, she has no control over it. I can switch it on and off when I want to.
How old were you then?
I was about 9 years old. Yeah. So I mean, that's
Oh, look, there you are. Just before you left.
That's just before I left Glasgow. That's on the front doorstep.
Oh, you're cute.
The sun's shining.
Huh?
In summer in Glasgow.
Yeah, they said it once.
On the day you left, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. He's gone. Yeah.
So the new album is out March 1st.
Yes.
You're straight to the point by just calling it John Barrowman.
Yeah, I mean, I've called the other albums other things, but this one is completely a more personal approach to the music. It's going back to my roots, to musical theater. It's bringing on songs that actually have some personal meanings to myself and my family members, and I like to do that in my albums to let people get to know me even better.
You don't half know how to pull a good face, though. There's this bit on the inside. Look at the expression there. It suggests mischief and fun and just everything. It's beautiful.
But thank you very much, because my fans and stuff who come to see my shows know that when they come and see a live show with me in it, that's what they get. That's exactly the John that they get. It's fun, mischievous, and a bit of laughs and stuff on the side.
Brilliant. We've got you singing an ABBA number here.
Yeah, passionately.
Passionate. As we say in the Black Country, giving it some hammer. Giving it some hammer. Here he is.
I'll believe you. Time I've seen that. Yeah.
A lot of celebs come on here with their albums, and quite frankly, we don't know what's good anymore, do we? It's just that some things we thought we'd get a second opinion. I thought it was marvellous, as I've said. We thought we'd get a second opinion on it, and we've gone to some, because your name's Barrowman, we've gone to some Barrow boys.
Shut up.
You know, we have. And this is, we're calling this Barrow boys.
And girls, actually. There are girls there.
Barrowman.
Wow! Oh yeah, it's a standard, isn't it?
Yes.
Copacabana.
Oh, you love it.
Her name was Lola. She was a show.
Bit of boogie woogie.
Marvellous.
Fantastic.
Good old voice, isn't it? I think I do very well.
It's really good. Is that it?
And while she tried to
Oh, look at
Nice,
that.
isn't it?
Fantastic.
That's really good. Oh, well, thank you very much.
And from reading your autobiography, you also play the flute. You're a man of many talents.
Here you are. We've got a picture of you with the flute.
That's my
You're pulling a perfect face again on that picture. It's
My
marvellous.
sister's wedding.
Guess what we've got for you?
Oh, surprise.
Give us a,
Go on, give us a little blast.
give us a thingy.
Don't make me laugh.
Okay.
John, I'm not letting you leave this studio without telling me very quickly about Desperate Housewives.
I leave in about a week and a half to go film Desperate Housewives. I just found out today, this is kind of an exclusive, that I was supposed to be doing 5 episodes. It's increased now to 6. So I'm really, really chuffed about that. They've decided to put my character in quicker than we thought. So
Bit of a villain as well.
he's a villain, he's a bad guy, he's going to affect all the women on Wisteria Lane.
Very briefly, we heard you on the Chris Moyle show this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, there,
the
and
best.
Chris, there you go. There's Chris's album. You have to donate some money to charity, and I think it should be
My charity.
to your charity.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, for
Me
sport
crossing
relief.
the challenge.
Exactly.
You got more than 31 seconds talking about your album, which is what you were giving up. Yes!
Dan Snow, if you're watching, John here's taken a shine to you. I'll give you the details later.
Yeah.
The Nan, aged 79. That's lovely Olive.
Well, there's
enjoying
happy.
herself and
Hang on.
having fun.
There's happy and there's happy.
That's really happy.
Once in a while. I hope she's not like that all the time.
I want to
mate.
be like that if I reach.
So do I. I love Olive.
Yep, I love Olive.
Very good. I've got, this is sent in by Claire Taylor of her father-in-law, Dennis Taylor, on his 70th birthday a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He actually looks like my Uncle Neil, except he's smiling.
Yeah. And finally, Ingrid.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure, guys.
Yes, album's out on March 1st.
Yep, thank
Yes.
you.
Tomorrow on the show, it'll be great to have Matt
Yeah.
Lucas here. Look forward to that.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Have a good evening. Bye for now.